G'day viewers, well, one of this grouse mower. I'm going to take all the, take this top shell off and fix up all these leakages. I have to make them oversized and make a shim. It has some copper pipe or something. And make like a bushing, just so that can take up that slack. I want to fix all this up so it's nice again. Make it all nice and new again. It's kind of a nuisance having the, it doesn't feel right. It does work, but it's just too much play in it. So I'm going to fix that, make it like a new mower again. I've lubed up a little bit here and there, which is good. I've done some oiling. The steering works really well now, all the front wheels, the bushings are there. Tightened up this breather, there's no oil leaking here anymore. This bloody muffler keeps coming undone. There is no muffler for these anymore, you just can't get them. I've looked everywhere. You cannot get the original mufflers for these engines. The other ones, the other types you can, but not this one that's bolted on here and here. Just cannot get them. Bloody thing. The stickers are very good, Nick. I've got to replace this sticker though. I have to order a new sticker for that bit. It's quite a reliable runner actually. It's come up quite well. I want to fix all this bloody play up. That's annoying. But seeing these are a fairly uncommon mower nowadays, especially unmolested. I'm going to fix it right up like new. This is really awesome having it working exactly like it was when it was new. Been quite a good project so far. I was going to match this paint up and I could repaint it, but I can't get this decal. Can't get it anymore. Don't know what I'm going to do there. Unless I'm really good with masking tape, mask off the around it and just leave the black exposed and spray paint over that. That'll take a lot of work. That's painted on with a stencil, that's not a sticker. If I'm really good with masking tape, I could probably do that. Masking tape and a scalpel and just mask off everything but the black and respray it. That'll take a bit of work. Anyway, let's get this thing apart and get it all nice and grouse again. Okay viewers, I made some progress. Made some repairs, some adjustments. It's working quite well now. That's better. Wasn't that much wear in there, or in there at all, but I put some plastic shim in there, thin bits of hardware and plastic. Most of the wear is just this bit here, which I'll find a way to deal with that. But it's actually quite good now. I've got some, I know of your mezcal suggests it's been a traditionally used baby oil back in the day, so to fix up old rubber. I have got rubber renew, but that stuff's, I'm not wasting it on that. I'm going to use baby oil. Baby oil was a lot less toxic than rubber renew. Rubber renew is good for tape, pinch rollers and things like that. For irreplaceable rubber components that aren't so common anymore. But these pedals, I know WD-40 sure as hell doesn't work to fix up the rubber, but we get these pedals published from baby oil. Made in Thailand. We used to make this stuff in Australia. Can't even make baby oil here, it's stupid. Let's get that coated up. I know, but let's give it a good coating of baby oil. See if it actually does anything. Let's rag it up and just coat it all. If anything, it's just going to moisturise my hands. That's about it. Does bring out the shine though. Who needs armour oil? I don't know, if anything, it's just moisturise my hands. I've lubricated everything. Another little top tip, I've checked these little bearings in here and they're fine. That bearing's fine. I've lubricated, there's a little bushing there and a bushing in there, hard wearing plastic bushing. That's all good, Nick, and been lubricated. Lubricated those bearings on both sides of the axle. They're the most common hard wearing or wear points of these mowers. And they're all in really good condition, so which is amazing. The wear on this mower, those bushings are pretty worn. And this bearing was seized and it's machined to lay the shaft on the axle, but I can fix that by welding it up. Then tear it down in the lathe, fix it. We've got that bearing freed up now, so it wasn't actually that badly seized, but enough to stop that spin on the axle and do that damage. Anyway, good for spare parts. I've lubed up this gearbox and tested it with a drill and it works good. I have got a spare carby coming for this motor too. It's not a Chinese bricks, so it's I'll just get a new carby for it and go from there. The bit that goes in the shred, I think I've already been having the shroud on there. The shroud looks ugly anyway. Ugly bit of plastic. It's Intech 66 horsepower Briggs. They've bush hacked this deck to get this motor on there. Who knows, I might even rig up the dot and clutch system so this can be used as a race mower. But I'll just keep it as parts, especially the gearbox and everything. Hard to find those now. I'll use this motor for another project, I reckon. I'll chuck it on one of my other Victa decks, but the shaft and the crank's too long. It's going to stick out too much. I might make up a frame for it, have it on an outnoder or something. Vertical shaft, stationary engine. It's good for that because the crank's too long for a normal push mower setup. Anyway, this thing's pretty much like a brand new mower now. I think it just all feel like new. I've fixed this up too so it notches where it's supposed to be. Before it would flop around or down throttle to keep constantly holding it. Oh, that's like new now, look at that! A grouse mower. It's pretty much a new mower now. That's awesome. I'm quite happy with how this has worked out. These mowers are they're quite rare. So I'm happy with how this has all worked out. Anyway, thanks for watching.